Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris is back for some more Hearthstone Arena action. Now, if you're watching this deep into the future, this is just the next video, and who cares? But if you're watching this in real time, you might have observed that for the last, 4 days I haven't been posting a video. That's because I was too busy having a horrible relationship issue and then breaking up with my girlfriend. And now I'm moved back in to my old roommate's house. This will be the second time that you're hearing this if you're a very long-standing fan of mine, because I also had a breakup with my girlfriend in December. That was a different girlfriend, and moved back and took a break from Hearthstone. And I'm glad to say that this breakup is not nearly as bad as the last one, though it did involve moving in and out. I am totally fine for the moment, and I've only taken a 4-day vacation instead of a week or 10-day vacation or whatever the heck that was in December. Awful, awful, awful. We're back here. I have no idea what the hell this deck is, but apparently I'm 5-2, so woohoo! We're up against Wolo Master. You know, woo only live once, Master. Wow, this is an actual good hand. Is this an actual good hand on turn 1? I can't friggin' believe it. Zombie Chow plus Argent Squire with the coin is a pretty spectacular opening play, so I'm really excited to play this and probably lose, because that's what always happens when I get a good hand, is I lose. Oh, look at you using the new card back, Wolo Master. Well, aren't you something special? Okay. So, yeah, the breakup. I was actually a really bad boyfriend in this relationship, for those of you who care. I don't know why you care, but I'll just tell you, because that's where we're at. I was pretty bad. I didn't, like, cheat on her, or, like, kill anybody she knows, or, like, anything that bad. I wasn't, like, abusive, but I lied, and I was pretty bad. She decided not to break up with me, but then she was just, like, terrible. And there had been issues in the relationship beforehand, so I left. And now I'm feeling really good about life for the first time in a long while. So, unlike last time when I went back into the dating pool right away, this time I'm just going to be single for a while. One of the things I'm going to do is catch up on my goddamn Hearthstone videos. So I'll make 2 a day for 4 days to make up for the 4 days that I missed, and then we'll go back to the once-a-day Hearthstone schedule. These videos take only, like, between 45 minutes to an hour most of the time, so I'm going to also have time, hopefully, to just make some other videos. I know people often ask about streaming, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to do streaming. I'm not sure I want to commit the time to do that. It is fun, but I feel like I could do more videos if I didn't stream. I don't know. I'll decide. But yeah, that's Boris's life. And in this game, well, we'll see if he has a Consecration. It will pop the spiders and pop the Divine Shield, but I think it'd be worth playing Consecration here anyway, just to kill the Zombie Chow, gain 5 health, and the Wolf Rider. So if he has a Consecration, he really should play it, and I can't imagine anyone would be silly enough not to play it here. If he doesn't have Consecration, that one particular card, I really don't know what else he could conceivably have that would be that great here. I guess that would be Ascension. If he had Ascension, I'd have to throw the Wolf Rider and the Spider, maybe, and a Shapeshift or something to kill it. Alright, he's going to humiliate the Wolf Rider, which is going a card down, and I'm pretty jazzed about that. We're just going to ignore this Harvest Golem, honestly. I don't particularly see any reason to throw everything I have at it. Or, well, I could throw this, and the Divine Shield, and this. No, we'll just leave it alone. I know the saying is don't let paladins keep creatures, but I feel like if he wants to put Blessing of Kings on it, I don't care. If he wants to consecrate, he doesn't, because he doesn't have Consecration. He would have played it last turn if he did. And yeah, without Blessing of Kings being something I'm actually scared about here, I'm just going to ignore that Golem. My hand is getting a bit weak. I just have this Novice Engineer and this Panther, not much else to do. Alright, he's got a Spellbreaker to make my spiders not come back, but he's going to cash out the health, which is totally sensible. So I have a pair of 1/1s here, essentially. I can't play Starfire. Well, you know the old saying, always draw cards first. Let's play Mrs. Novice Engineer here. Check for a Repentance. Not that that's very likely. Ooh, Yeti would have been good. Unfortunately, I did not get lucky. I did not draw that in time. Alright, well, here, let's see. What is that secret? Probably Avenge. I really do think that's the best Paladin secret. People have now been playing with Redemption, which would actually make me really not want to kill this Harvest Golem, if that is a Redemption. Okay. So if it's a Redemption, I don't want to kill this Harvest Golem, because then it gets a damaged Golem and the Golem itself pops back. Yeah, out of respect for Redemption, which people have been playing, what I'm going to do is hang on to this Panther for now. Let's Shapeshift. Whack the Spellbreaker. And I'm actually going to keep the Stormwind Knight at high health. Let me just throw away these 1/1s. And see what it is. It's not Noble Sacrifice, it is Avenge or Redemption. And it's Avenge. Well, I was hoping it would be a Redemption. But the Avenge is okay. So now... it's a tricky situation. I mean, if I had killed this Harvest Golem, I would be actually in much better shape now. I didn't quite do enough damage to him because the Zombie Chow healed him back up. I'm not really going to be able to burn him out with the Starfire. It's too early to play Ancient of War. And this Golem is still alive. Ah, man, I might be in trouble now. I think I should have killed that Golem. Crap, now I played a secret, so if this one is Redemption, I'm going to be really boned. Force of Nature, do you help me? Do you help me? No, you don't. So what I'm going to do is Starfire this Drake to see if that's Avenge or Redemption. It is Redemption, so I'm really, really, really glad. I mean, really glad that I did not kill that Golem first. So we're going to take care of that. Pop the Divine Shield finally after 5 turns. And let's see what the situation is. So actually I'm doing fine because I'm not winning right now. Like I'm not winning the game. Like I'm not about to actually win. But he does, excuse me, have only 4 cards plus the Golem. So card-wise I'm actually doing great. Okay. I could do Force of Nature to clear out his board. That would kill both iterations of the Golem and this Recruit. Is that worth doing? Is Force of Nature going to get any better? Well, Force of Nature to his face would take him down to 10, down to 9, and then I've got more charge damage here. The problem is if he puts down a Taunt, I'd be in trouble. I've got 4, 6 damage I could deal, or 6 damage. So basically, I don't want to gamble that he doesn't have a Taunt. That seems kind of silly. Let's hedge my bets then. What I'm going to do is this. 4, 6. I'm going to clear his board. Don't let Paladins keep creatures after all. So this guy dies. Use the Novice Engineer to kill the Golem so that you shapeshift into the... Oh, I forgot about... Whoops. I totally forgot about that. I forgot that the damage Golem would get the bonus. Whoops, from the Sword of Justice. That was very silly of me. So shapeshift would not have killed it. Force of Nature would have killed it, but shapeshift would not have. So why didn't I just use Force of Nature to clear his board? Yeah, because it let me put a creature on if I didn't use Force of Nature, but I think it would have been better just to use Force of Nature to actually clear his board. That was very foolish. Okay, so there's a Wind Fury Harpy who's a 5/6 Wind Fury. I definitely played this game badly. I'm not going to pretend I did not play this game badly, but I played this game badly. And it's going to be close now. So Force of Nature does let me clear his board here. I can't risk playing an Ironbark Protector, so we're just going to Force of Nature to clear his board. Oh, can I win? 2, 4, 6, 10, 11. And I'm threatening lethal, but the problem is that if he does play a Taunt, I would maybe lose the game. So we're not going to go for that. We're just going to calmly hit him in the face and hope that I mean, he has his advantage is that he has the first play on this empty board, but my advantage is that I have gigantic stuff, so hopefully that will carry the day. We'll see. And I've got decent options. I can actually, for 9 mana, play either the Druid and the Yeti, or the Ancient of War and Shapeshift. Ancient of War is probably better against a Paladin. Paladins don't have really good answers. Ah, he got Arcane Intellect, essentially. But he wasted a Tick of True Silver Champion, which makes up for it, so that's good. Alright, well I think I'm going to drop the Ancient and just kill this Recruit. I think playing the Druid and the Yeti is tempting, but it leaves the Recruit alive, and since I played badly, let's just get back to basics here. And don't let Paladins keep creatures. Paladin's a difficult time with this. What he really needs right now is another Silence, because Silence, for strange reasons, takes off the bonus health on Ancient of War, whereas it does not take off the bonus health from Druid of the Claw. So if he got the Silence down to a 5/5, he'd be in good shape. Okay, so he's going to Peacekeep it, making it a 1/10 rather than a 5/10, which is fine. I'm okay with this. He's going to give that guy Divine Shield. I'm okay with that too, because this guy's pretty good for picking off Divine Shields. And he did have a Taunter, so it's a good thing I didn't, go for broke. He'll heal a point and deal 4 damage to this, which is actually very smart. It's good to take 4 damage, to deal 4 damage to that. Okay, well, here, Swipe's not that great, but Swipe and Starfall will clear his board, leaving me with no cards. It's better to clear his board or to kill his creatures. I think killing his creatures is better, so we're going to pop that, swipe this, That Swipe plus Starfall is a pretty devastating combo. Now, again, he has the same advantage he had before, where he has the first play on a nearly empty board. This is essentially just like a spime for that spawns from the Sludge Belcher. I'm really happy to see True Silver because it's not adequate for killing my creatures I'm about to be playing. Neither the Druid, nor the Yeti, nor the Ironbark will fall to this weapon, so it's basically him going down a card. I'm okay with that. And the Tiger is good. It'll kill the Yeti, but it'll be protected by the Druid. So the question is, do I play the Ironbark, just the Ironbark, or do I play the Druid and the Yeti? Let's go for the Druid and the Yeti. Seems good. The Druid protects the Yeti, and if he had a silence, he would have used it on my Ancient of War. So I don't think he can silence this Taunter. It means the Tiger has to run into it, and then I can finish it off with Shapeshift. I am getting a little bit low on health. He's been tickling me down, but hopefully he'll run out of cards soon here. No, he did actually have Blessing of Kings. Okay, that's great. That's just delightful. Well, so the Tiger kills that. He will... Is he hitting my face? He's hitting my face, so he's trying to burn me down, which is understandable. The question is, can I Shapeshift into this Tiger? I'd go to 14, minus 9 is 5. It's a bit risky. Oh, he has Alarmabot. Okay, well... I believe the Alarmabot triggers before you draw the card, so I don't have to worry about that. Oh, this is actually perfect. So we're going to play Cult Master. Throw the Yeti away for a card. And I am not going to Shapeshift into that Tiger. That seems just unnecessarily risky. We'll just pass the turn here. I've got a pair of 4/2s, which is what these guys are. He's got an Alarmabot, which is a dead card. I definitely played this game badly, and... Ah, look at that. Is he going to really kill both of my creatures? No, he's at least not going to kill both of them, so there's that going for me. Yeah, I played badly, but I won because he had too many dead cards. He wasted a couple of True Silver Champions, and he had the Alarmabot, of course. But he hung in there pretty good. Let's see, can I win? 4, 8, 10, 11. No, can't quite win. I keep being not quite able to win. Let's just play this Ironbark Protector. We can now kill the Mad Bomber. Draw a card. I should have done that first. We can now Shape Shift. Fruit. And I'm going to hit him in the face. The Alarmabot doesn't do anything. Unless he top decks like a buff card, like Blessing of Kings or something. But the Alarmabot doesn't do anything because it triggers before you draw your card, I believe. Which is not clear from the wording. It's not clear that start of the turn is before card draw, but that's what it is. Okay. He says well played. It wasn't. I definitely screwed up a whole lot. Leaving his Golem alive at first. I guess we just keep seeing it, you know. Don't let Paladins keep creatures. Don't let Paladins keep creatures. Oh, did I just... Oops. Oh my god. I thought I was going to kill him. I'm sorry. God damn it. I really wanted to kill him. There was no reason to play this thing. Just to... I'm such an idiot. That was really, really bad BM. Crap. I wish there was a way to communicate that I'm an asshole. There should be an emote for, like, I am an asshole. But anyway, sorry. I did not mean to bad manner that person. I really thought that with Power of the Wild I was going to kill him. But apparently I'm bad at this game. Anyway, look, guys. I just broke up with my girlfriend and, you know, haven't played Hearthstone in 5 days. Cut me some slack. Cut me some slack. Alright, we're going to go ahead and move on to our next game. 6-2, always an exciting time. If I win this, not only do I make it to 7 wins, but I also will finish my Win 7 Games quest. And I'll be raking in the money. In fact, I'll be like almost just on track to start getting up to 10,000 again. Wouldn't that be exciting? Alright, this opening hand's not as good as the last. I will keep my 2-drop, but I will mulligan the Mark of the Wild because honestly there are so many different ways for the rogue to kill this ooze that I might as well just not even bother trying to get that Tauntaun. Yeah, not getting anything good here. Okay, so the Fairy Dragon, it's nice I can play that on turn 2 so that at least I don't get killed by a backstab. But she's going to play stuff. Oh god, is this in a thingy? No, it's a Mad Bomber. Okay, good. Hit her more than it hit me, which is also good. So here... okay. I am going to play the Pine-Sized Summoner, and the reason for that is I don't think that card is very good. And it trades with the Mad Bomber just as well as the Fairy Dragon does. And she can't buff this thing's health because she used her coin to put it out there, so she's not going to get a Shattered Sun Cleric or anything. Alright, I stand by my decision. That seemed like a good decision. I wish I could play the Sludge Belcher. I unfortunately can't really do anything impressive. I can play the Fairy Dragon and the Ooze, wasting the Ooze. I could play one of my 3-drops and have a mana left over that's wasted. I'm going to actually play the Shattered Sun Cleric even though it wastes the Pint-Sized Summoner's ability, because what this allows me to do is actually kill her wolf and leave the Pint-Size alive. And now I have a 3-1 and a 3-2. She can dagger up to kill the Pint-Size, which I'm okay with. If that happened, that'd be great. And then next turn I can play the Fairy Dragon and Shapeshifter Fairy Dragon and lose depending on circumstances. Alright, she's not going to play the Fairy Dragon. She's actually going for Broke, which is a mistake. So the Pint-Sized Summoner I said is not a good card, but I mean, don't leave it alive. Do not leave it alive, because then your opponent plays Sludge Belcher on turn 4 and you lose the game. I mean, I might be speaking too soon, but yeah, that's just, it's hard to come back from a turn 4 Sludge Belcher if you haven't already got a big advantage. So what did she get for trouble? Well, she's 6 health ahead of me, and that's it. I've got a Sludge Belcher. Yeah, Deadly Poison is not good against Sludge Belcher. Unless you have another Deadly Poison. Ah, you have a Dread Corsair, so you get a cheap Dread Corsair. Well, that works out pretty well. It's about as good as she could have hoped for, honestly. So here, what do? I think I'm just going to keep it simple, keep it safe. I'm going to play the Ooze to get rid of her poisoned weapon. I will pop my Sludge Belcher to kill the pirate. And now I can either play the Dragon and the Squire or the Acolyte. I think the Dragon and the Squire is a good move. I will put my one power minions in the middle to guard against Betrayal. I'm pretty safe against Fan of Knives. Really, there's nothing that a rogue has for removal that's that effective against this board. Silverhand Knight just putting down some more minions is probably the best she could have done. Mark of the Wild. Oh, how it intrigues me. Let's see, I can do 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage this turn, down to 15 health, down to 10 eventually. Alright, let's go for it. Let's go for it. We're going for Broke. So she's effectively down to 10 health. I'll play the Acolyte. Let's intersperse the Acolyte in between my hard-hitting minions so that I'm guarded against Betrayal. She can still Betrayal on the Squire. Actually, I should have put my Fairy Dragon in the middle because that can't be betrayed. Whoops, that was silly. Alright, does she have the Betrayal? That would be a good card here. It would kill the Acolyte and the Fairy Dragon. No, she doesn't have the... Well, she might still have the Betrayal. No, she doesn't have Betrayal. She has the Blade, which is delightful. Oh, man. So on her 6th turn, when I'm in the process of trying to burn her out, she does not have any minions. She just plays a weapon, which is perfect because the weapons are taking more damage to the face. Let's see. 3, 6, 7, 12. That's lethal. Okay. So I think I played that game okay. Apart from the Fairy Dragon positioning, I actually did a good job playing that game, and it was a pretty solid win. Mr. the Big Nose didn't really have anything good, and unlike the Wolo the Paladin, we only live one time, you know, she was not well-mannered, but that's fine. Alright, the game seems to have crashed, which it does sometimes, but I believe in the past, whenever this has happened, I've still gotten my victory. So I'm not too concerned, but I don't exactly want to quit either. Okay, yeah, there it is. Your game's timed out. Yeah, lovely. Alright, getting back in there, folks. Getting back in there. Don't you worry about a thing, Mama Blang. I am going to get back in there. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Okay, no, I don't want to do a BattleNet required update. No, are you goddamn kidding me? Okay. Come on, BattleNet. What are you doing? Play. Thank you. Okay. So logging back in here. Hopefully to stay this time. And we made it in, which is really great. Now the moment of truth comes. Am I going to get... Yes, I got the win because you can see I got that quest finished. Leroy Jenkins has been changed. You don't goddamn say. Alright, let's keep on trucking, folks. Alright, we're above 9,500. If I make back my entry fee and not much more, then I'll pay the next arena and be back to 9,500, which is good because I started this thing at around 9,000. No, I started it below 9,000 because I made over 9,000 jokes in the beginning. And now I'm over 9,500. Woo! It's good to know I still got it. I still got it here in the Hearthstone arena. I can still do some mojo. Schmo 50, man, is it just me, or are we seeing a lot more variety of classes? It really seems like there hasn't been like this great of variety for a while with all the mages and hunters, but I'm not seeing that many mages, I'm not seeing that many hunters. I'm happy with life. Alright, well, we've got plays for days, or more particularly just for the first couple of turns. I will probably just coin into the Power of the Wild. Because it... Oh, never you mind a thing. Let's do Zombie Chow. This is really great because it could bait out a Lightning Bolt or Rock Biter weapon. And the Rock Biter weapon, I mean, he'd hit me, take damage, and heal it back up, but still, I'd be getting rid of his cheap removal for a cheap creature, which is great. It's not often you get to do that. So this was a nice thing to see because now I can play the Panther on turn 2 if I just need a big body, or I can play this on turn 2 if I need to kill something. But if he honestly played a 3-2, I wouldn't use the Blue Goat Warrior to kill it. I'd use the Zombie Chow so that the detriment would be negated. Oh, looks like he's got a Rock Biter. Somebody have a Rock Biter. Baby's mama. No, he's got a Haunted Creeper. Well, the Haunted Creeper is a very, very annoying card to deal with. But one of the few things that will actually deal with it pretty well is Zombie Chow. Now the question is, do I want to play it? Because if I play Zombie Chow and the spiders pop and I play Pint-Sized Summoner, then the Pint-Sized Summoner will die to the 2 spiders. If I leave the thing alive, I can just play the Pint-Sized and he won't be able to kill the Pint-Sized unless he gets a buff. I'm actually going to leave that thing alone. This is not a Paladin, mind you. This is a Shaman, so unless he has a Shattered Sun Cleric here, this Pint-Sized could actually live, and it's worth going for, I think. Ah, Stormforged Axe. Wow, such is life. So he's got to actually clear my board, unfortunately. Makes a slight mistake. He should have hit the Pint-Sized Summoner first, taken 2 damage, and then now he realizes it. And then he kills the Pint-Sized. So now this is a very annoying situation, because I have to deal with this. Oh my god! Well, yeah. Oozing that is pretty damn spectacular. And I'm going to blow my coin. I think it's worth it here to get an extra 3-2 on the ground. Get some board presence going, and then I got this guy for charging, or I could do 3 damage with Shapeshift plus Blue Goat Warrior. My hand's a bit weak, I don't have any big bodies, but they're coming, they're in the deck. And I like having this pair of 3-2s when he only has 2 mana to use on his turn. Because he Lightning Bolted and Stormforged Axe. So that's just 2 mana here. I can kill most anything he plays. Another Lightning Bolt, okay. Is he going to kill the Ooze as well? That's the question. Alright, he is not. Alright, I have 2 choices. I can either clear his board fully, throwing away the Blue Goat Warrior and using Shapeshift, or I could use Stormwind Knight to kill this thing and just pick off 1 spider with the Ooze. Having a slightly bigger body at the end of it, 2-4 instead of nothing. Let's see. I'm ahead on cards, right? We've got 4. Let's just go ahead and clear the board. Just clear it. He's only going to have 4 mana. Now with 4 mana, he could do something like play Ascension, but the thing is that I can actually take care of Ascension by using Stormwind Knight plus this sturdy, dirty Ooze. I could also kill a Yeti the same way, and then we're gearing up to go into the endgame. Turn 5 is going to be awkward, because I'm going to just play this guy and have nothing else, but that's okay. He's actually played 2 Lightning Bolts and a Rock Biter weapon. This is unfortunate, because I was going to kill this thing with the Ooze plus the Stormwind Knight. Unfortunately, now I can't quite kill that. Luckily, I got a really good top deck. So you might be saying, well, Boris, he's probably going to have a Hex now, but that's fine. I'm not behind. We're equal on cards. If he 1-for-1s me, I'm still okay. And he does have the Hex. He's also not doing anything else. And we're biding time till I can find my big plays. Okay, so a Starfall could kill this Panther if I drew it. Didn't draw it. I can play my own Panther. Force of Nature is hilariously useless. It's basically a 6 mana kill a golem thing. Let's do this. I'm going to Stormwind Knight. Kill the golem and shapeshift into it. So now I've got a 2/3 guy, which will kill off his damaged golem. And he doesn't really want to use the Panther to kill it either. Shattered Sun Cleric would be good here, but I think he would have played one earlier if he had one. And now, if he ignores this thing, Force of Nature is good because it'll kill both of his minions. So I'm leaving him in an awkward situation. Flame Tongue lets him trade the damaged golem in for the Stormwind Knight. He's hoping for a taunt, gets it. And hits me for 6. Okay, he's running low on cards though. Swipe would be good here. Ancient of War. So I'm leaving him with a 6-2. But So I can either leave him with a 6-2 and get a 5-10 taunt, or I can clear his board. No, I can't clear his board. The Flame Tongue would still survive with 1 health. I'm going to trust my instincts. I'm going to just clear the board. I'm killing off really only 1 creature with this, which is the Panther. But it seems worth it to me to do that, because I'm ahead on cards. I'm getting more ahead on cards with Starfire, and probably more ahead on cards with Ancient of War, because he's going to have to use big stuff to kill it. Unless he has another Hex, of course. He's had a lot of removal, but he hasn't really been able to get any card advantage, which is important. So he's got 2 cards. He needs something good. It's not quite good enough against Ancient of War. And it is Overload, so that could be useful. He's got spell damage, which is not that big of a deal against Ancient of War. Okay, so I could play a couple of little things, but we're just going to go ahead and drop Mr. Ancient here. If he has another Hex, then he has another Hex. But I think I have to take that chance. So now he could actually... Oh, man, you know what? He could actually kill this thing by running Wolf, Wolf, Totem into it. That was silly. I shouldn't have let him do that. I just basically let him trade Spirit Wolf and a Totem for Ancient of War. Well, he doesn't... He seems not to see that he has that potential. So he will run the Wolves into it, leaving his Flame Tongue open. He also forgot to attack with the Wrath of Air Totem. He's not playing this particularly well. Alright, so we definitely need to do the Shapeshift. Am I going to Starfire this turn? Probably not. Let's just go ahead and Shapeshift, finally kill off that Totem. Spellbreaker would let me use up more of my mana, but it might... I might regret it if he top decks something I want to silence. But you know what? I really want to silence this thing. So let's do this, and let's do the Panther. So we've put down a couple of creatures that have 4 power. I can take a hit from an Ogre. I can Starfire the Ogre and trade one of my creatures into it to finish it off. So I think I should be okay here. He gets another Taunt Totem, which is annoying, but he does the job for me. So now I can Starfire that Ogre. Or Starfall. Now, Starfall's interesting, because I could keep this Panther... Or I could start attacking him with the Panther with Starfall. But that's really silly. I still have to Shapeshift the Ogre. Yeah, let's just Starfire this thing. It's good enough, I think. Cult Master is interesting. I don't think I want to play it, though. This is risky. I'm running into Forked Lightning here. But it's fine. He's only got 2 cards. If I can just keep these guys for 1 turn, and he's used a bunch of removal already, so I very well may. Cult Master could get me some cards, and that would let me win the game. If I get a really good Starfall, that would let me win as well. Doomhammer. Alright, he's going to kill both of my creatures. Taking 7 damage in the process, but getting some significant card advantage. And now I have nothing to play because the Cult Master dies to Doomhammer. And Starfall's pointless, so I need to top deck good cards. Acolyte of Pain is actually a really good top deck under these circumstances. So I will play it. And the question now is, do I kill this thing with Shapeshift? If I don't kill it, there's a chance that he gets a taunt. Oh, so if I don't kill it, there's a chance I can run the Acolyte into the Searing Totem. But the thing is, he's got a 50-50 chance of getting a Taunt Totem. So that seems kind of pointless. Let's just go ahead and kill this thing, and hope the Acolyte gives me at least a card. He basically needs to not have any silences. He doesn't want to kill it with Doomhammer. That would give me 2 cards. That would be suicide. He needs to kill it with a single card. And I still get a card out of it. So what he really wants is a silence. He actually has a silence. Wow. I might lose this game now, although it's close. He's not like running away with it or anything. I'm not getting ahead. I should have gotten ahead and I didn't. He doesn't hit me in the face. He's saving this for more creatures. Okay, so my opponent's about to be very angry because he's about to see Ancient of War number 2. Still got an Iron Bark in here and a Druid of the Claw. Doomhammer doesn't work very well against this. Does he have an Earth Shock? So Earth Shock would have been good against this, at least making it a 5/5. So I got him to use the silence, which is, I guess, something. He actually has another Earth Shock! Okay, well, at least I still have a 5/4, which is something. Does he get a Healing Totem? He wants a Healing Totem to heal this back up, and he actually finds it. So this will be a 0/2, which is important, because it means I cannot Shapeshift thing to death. He, what, hits me in the face? I don't think he wants to hit this. Starfall to clear 3 totems? That seems really silly. Really silly. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and Argent Commander. Use that to kill that. And I'm gonna go ahead and just play a friggin' Cult Master. So I'm not getting any cards out of this Cult Master, but basically I'm saying you want to hit it with the Doomhammer, go ahead. I'm happy to use the Cult Master as a 4-mana deal 4 damage thing. If he plays a Lightning Storm, that would be pretty annoying. But still, 2 of my creatures would survive. Lightning Storm guaranteed. Unless, of course, he has another Earth Shock. So he's hoping for a taunt. Is he going to find it? He isn't this time, so he finally does not get what he wants. He does have Lightning Storm. 2 of my creatures will survive it, though. What's his last card? Is he actually going to be able to kill off my things with a Forked Lightning? That would be hilarious. No, he has Bloodlust, so that's very well played, because now he can use his totems to kill my minions. And live to see another day. Alright, well, I've got a Starfall and the first top deck in a top deck war. That's where we're at. So I've got a pretty big advantage, I would say, because I'm up a card and I have the first play. But, you know, it's still a top deck war, and those can go any which way. Wow, this guy has had some pretty amazing removal. I really thought I could seal the deal a lot earlier. Instead, the game's going to keep on trucking. Maybe I should have used that Starfall that one time. Unbound Elemental, pretty solid card. I might just Starfall it to kill it. Please don't be a taunt. It's not taunt. Is he actually going to... Oh, he's going to hit this twice to kill it. That makes sense. Taking 2 damage to kill that Squire is pretty sensible, I'd say. Alright, well, he's down to 9, so a couple of swipes will kill him. I wish Starfall damaged the face. I actually remember a time when that was the case. We're going to hit him in the face, and the reason I'm hitting him in the face is that now... if he doesn't get a Taunt Totem or top deck a Taunt, I am dead set to kill him with Wolf Rider plus Shapeshift, and I've got, I believe, 2 swipes in here, if I remember this draft correctly. Plus the Druid of the Claw for more burn damage potential. He does not get the Taunt Totem. He gets a Fairy Dragon, so the game's not over. I'm going to hit him down to 1 health. Alright. Make that 0 health. Okay, good times. Probably did not play that game perfectly. So I think the first game of this video I played badly. The second game I played really well. And then that game I probably played somewhere in the middle. I really feel like there must have been a way for me to play it so that he didn't have such an advantage. Or we could say that he was lucky. He played what? 2 Lightning Bolts, 2 Rock Biters, a Lightning Storm, 2 Earth Shocks, and a Spellbreaker? Did he play a Spellbreaker? Yeah, he played a... Did he play a Spellbreaker? I think he did. So yeah, he had a lot of removal. What he needed were some good minions. I mean, he had an Ogre, but that was it, and I had the answer to it with Starfire. He needed some good minions to get ahead. He was just doing 1-for-1 the whole time, but I had the better cards, so he wasn't coming ahead with anything. Oh, there's a swipe. Okay, well, this is a pretty good curve. In fact, I might even keep swipe. I might even keep this whole thing. I mean, I can play turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, and leave this around to have it as removal. Make sure I have a swipe for later. Yeah, let's do it. This deck is pretty top-heavy, or at least top-heavy by my standards, so I like keeping a good 4-drop, especially if I know I can play it on turn 3 with the coin. And I've got pretty durable plays. He doesn't have a turn 1 play, which is unfortunate for him. Whoa, there's a Claw in this deck? Wow, what a surprise. What a pleasant surprise. So does he have the removal for this? Does he have the Fiery War Axe? Does he have the 3-2? He does have the 3-2. He'll play a Panda, which is totally fine. Now, I have to choose. I don't think making this a buff is smart. I could play a Panther and trade, or I could play the Spider and trade. So the Panther hits harder, kills more things, the Spider is more durable. I'm actually going to go for the Panther here. Wait a minute, hold on, time out. So one reason to keep the Panther might be then I can buff the Spiders later. Okay, we'll try that. We'll try that. I could have coined into Claw to kill the Panda as well. That might have been the better move. But I like, since it was Zombie Chow here, not just any old 2-3, I like the idea of getting that to die quickly. Alright, well, let's coin into a Yeti, threaten to kill this Demolisher, and hit him in the face. I don't really see much point in demolishing, or running into the Demolisher. That would let the Demolisher, if it missed the Creeper, to kill off the Creeper and pop the Spiders, which he might want to do if he has, say, a Whirlwind or something like that. So Demolisher hits the Yeti, which is really lucky for him, because now the Fiery War Axe finishes the Yeti off where the Demolisher can die, which is actually quite irritating. Oh, this is starting to get ugly all of a sudden. Ugly all of a sudden this is starting to get. So he's a 3-3 Demolisher, and he's wisely ignoring my Spider. I'm not 100% sure this is the right move, but it's the move I'm going to make. I'm going to kill that thing off. God, I really wish that Demolisher hadn't hit the Yeti. Jesus, that would have been very, very nice. That was an unfortunate turn. I've been lucky enough, I suppose, in this video that I'm not going to complain too much about it, but that was unfortunate. So now my Stormwind Knight dies. I pretty much got nothing to do till turn 7. That's particularly impressive. Yeti. Okay, so swipe plus my Spiderlings will actually clear his board. Is that worth doing? I wish I could shapeshift. Can't. I could play Panther and Power of the Wild, which is an intriguing possibility. Let's try it. Yeah, let's see how this goes. I think using Power of the Wild on 3 things is essentially getting a 3/3 for 2 mana, essentially. 3 power, 3 toughness. I think that's worth it. Especially since you get the immediate benefit also of killing one of his creatures off. Well, this worked out pretty nicely because now I have options. I got hoes in different area codes, as they say. I could Starfire one and use the Panther on the other. I could use the Panther to kill the Lord, and then Claw Shapeshift to kill the Yeti. The problem is I have nothing else to do with my mana, so if I had a 3-mana creature to play, I'd Claw Shapeshift the Yeti after Panthering the Lord, but then I have nothing to do, so I might as well just Starfire the Lord. And, do I kill the Yeti? Yeah, let's kill the Yeti. Kill the Yeti. Kill the Yeti. Okay, so now, card-wise we're equal. He does have the first play, so he's got the advantage here, but I have a pretty good follow-up. And it's just a matter of is he going to have, you know, plan execute and other such shenanigans to bring it down. A very unimpressive 7th turn here, wasting a Stormpike Commando. Alright. Well, we'll do this. I'm going to actually hang on to my Ancient of War in lieu of doing a really efficient job. I basically just spent a 1-mana card killing a 5-mana minion. Got this guy down here. He might use some removal on that, maybe a silence if he's got it. And then next turn I can drop the Ancient of War. If I had played the Ancient of War, he would have kept the Stormpike Commando, and then, you know, it's not that easy for a warrior with a 4/2 to kill a 5/10, but this felt safer. Alright, Arcane Golem is not too concerning. It'll die to my Sludge Belcher. He is going to throw it away. And actually, the extra mana I'm getting here is pretty nice, because I'm going to get the Ancient of War, and now I can also play the Pint-Sized Summoner, which I could not do before. It would be comical to go for the +5 attack, but I'm not going to do that, because he can throw away Death's Bite, and then it'll be a 4 health. Yeah, just go ahead and keep it simple, keep it safe, shall we? Play Pint Size. And now, let's see if he's got that Execute. So, Death's Bite is fantastic with Execute, because you kill something, and then you essentially get a 1-mana kill anything you want with the Execute after the Death Rattle on this weapon triggers. So I really hope he doesn't have an Execute. If he does, he's actually in this game, because I have a silence that I don't want to use, and the swipe I kept in my opening hand that has never been useful. Quite tragically.
Give me a quest.
So you could still have an Execute. Now at least I have a use for my silence. Cleave, interesting. Let's see where it hits. It actually kills the 2 creatures that die to it. So he's holding on to this weapon, I suppose. Which I don't really get that. I think he should have used the weapon to kill my 1/2. So now he takes 5 damage. Does he have Execute? There's really no point. He didn't need to know. He can't have Execute. That would be the dumbest play I've ever seen if he had an Execute. So I could silence the Quester, but there's really no point, because it's just dead anyway. Let's see. Can I win? 5, 9, 13? Can't quite win. So we will keep it simple, keep it safe. Just hang on to the silence in case he drops a taunt. And now that he's at 10 health, I am threatening lethal with these guys in the swipe. These guys plus swipe plus shapeshift will kill him even if he armors up. So he has to do something better than just armor up here. He must remove my creatures, or at least one of them. Or he can choose death. That's also a choice. Also a choice. Alright folks, that'll do it for this video. So I began at 5-2, the video ends when I am at 9-2, and we'll see if I can break into the 10, 11, 12 zone, or start over with a new run. Thank you so much for watching. There will be another video posted today coming up shortly after this one, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.